Hi there crafty pals, Louise with you today. Thanks for checking out this video. This is a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout for Design Team Paper Rose Studio. So I'm going to use a couple of different pattern papers, and the idea for this came from how I could start with a really white clean background but still use super bright and vibrant pattern papers. And so I'm doing this very easy technique where I'm cutting a 1/2 inch strip of patterned paper, and then I'm just going to curl the ends over a paintbrush, and I'm going to layer them so that they make a whole different line. Now I chose from Inky Basics and from the Rainbow Wood collection, so you'll find links to those on the YouTube description, and you can pop over to Paper Rose Studio and grab yourself some of these pattern papers from a fabulous Australian company. And this little background is just different sides of that paper. So you can see I'm just trimming them down a little bit, and I'm just going to curve up those edges and gradually work my way along this piece of cardstock, and it just gives me something to stick everything to. Off camera, I go ahead and I finish that off. You can see it's a fabulous little effect, and you could do this with so many different pattern papers. I actually think that this would look really good if you did it with a like a monochrome paper. So if you did a really like a vibrant black and white, you would get the coolest background. In fact, that's something that I would possibly think about trying myself. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Distress inks through the XO stencil. Obviously, February, the month of love, we celebrate. So I'm going to use this XO stencil just with a little mix of some oranges and yellows, almost to mimic that kind of color from that Inky Basics paper. Now, I had some black ink left, and I probably should have wiped that off, but you can see this is really just a little bit of an explosion of color around that main feature, which is that curled paper. So I don't necessarily hate that that's got that little bit of dark shadow through that yellow ink, and it doesn't bother me, so I'm not super unhappy. I could have turned the page over and started again on the white background on the other side, but you know, it doesn't bother me. And I think once you start to add in these florals, love these bright florals. I think they work perfectly with the Inky Basics. I love that there's a mix of different florals and leaves. I'm going to work around my photo and tuck in as many of these florals as I can. I just think you can't have enough. You can't have too many of these florals. There's so many different versions of it, and I'm focusing more on those colors in that orange and yellow, but I do like that the Rainbow Wood collection gave me that little pop of purple in there as well, and you can see a little bit of blue and pink, so it's almost rainbow without having the intention of starting with rainbow, but it gives a really nice breakdown of colors. So I think this came out fantastic. It is one of my most favorite layouts that I've completed recently. It was really hard to stop adding these die cut florals. Some of them are kind of embellished. They've got a little bit of a glossy accent to them, and I think they're just fantastic. So off camera, as I went to stick everything down, I added even more florals down into that bottom right hand corner. So essentially I'm going to use the Rainbow Wood collection paper that I've still got sitting there, and I'm going to cut my title with this die cut. So it's the alphabet set. Again, you can find a link. I'm going to keep it nice and simple by using the word together. And on the back of the title page from the Rainbow Wood collection, you get these little cut apart words, and yeah, they just seem to work in perfectly. So I love that this layout was super simple and easy to put together, but it's so striking and different to something I would normally create, and it really gives you a fantastic look at a really different technique that's bright and vibrant. So that's my share for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and happy scrapping.